Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Najat Speaker's Journey, where we learn, grow, and inspire each other every step of the way. Today, we are diving into a topic that's really changed my life: self awareness. It's not about knowing your name or your age, it's about truly understanding who you are inside. And to make it more powerful, I'll be sharing one of the most powerful stories I have ever heard. So stay with me till the end so that you will not miss this story. So first of all, let's look at what self-awareness is. Self-awareness is the ability to recognize your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors. It's like holding a mirror not just to your face but to your soul. When you are self-aware, you understand your triggers, your strengths, your values, and how all of it shapes the way you live and respond. Have you ever overreacted and then later thought, why did I say that? That self awareness moment waiting to be explored. And this thing happens whenever you, sometimes when you have a fight with someone and you say something to the person, and later after the fight, then you then realize that you said something you weren't supposed to say, but you have said it already. That's self awareness. Why is it important? When you know yourself, you gain power. You stop being controlled by emotions or people's opinions. You start making conscious choices. Self awareness can help you grow in your relationships, faith, career, and confidence. As the foundation of real lasting change. Let's dive into the storytelling. Once upon a time, in the mountains of India, a lioness gave birth to a calf and passed away shortly after. This calf was found by some flocks of sheep. They took him and raised him as one of their own. It went out with the sheep every day to graze. The calf matured into a fearful lion but didn't realize the difference. One day, when the flock and the now matured lion grazing in the field, another lion had come out to hunt and spotted them. It prepared as usual to chase, but to its amazement, it spotted a more fearful lion grazing with the flock. But upon seeing the lion, the flock and the domesticated lion began to run away. And the jungle lion chased them and outran the sheep and headed towards the lion. He managed to grasp the domesticated lion. He closed his eyes and started pleading for mercy. Then the jungle lion asked him, "What are you doing with this flock?" Then he said, "I'm also a flock." The jungle lion asked him to follow him to a river. He followed him. He asked him to look inside the water and see its reflection. So the lion looked inside the water and saw himself and even looked more fearful than the jungle lion. For the first time, the cat saw his reflection, not a sheep, but a lion, fearful, majestic, powerful. So the lion said, "Roar." At first, it bleated, but something awakened him within. Then he roared. He had finally realized who he truly was. The lesson of this story represents so many of us. We grow up in an environment that shapes our belief about who we are. We let society, family, and Fear defines us and we forget our true identity. But when you take time to reflect, to go inward, you begin to remember that you are not a follower, not a copy, not a shadow. You were born to be bold and to speak truth and also to roar like the lion. Now, let's look at how to build self awareness. I have 5 simple steps to share with you guys. One is to journal daily. Journal daily. Write to discover yourself. Journaling isn't just about writing down what's happening, it's about understanding how you felt and why. You can take 5 to 10 minutes a day and ask yourself, what did I feel today and why? What made me feel uncomfortable? Or did I react to something that I wish I had reacted differently? These things might seem funny, but let me tell you, if your journals becomes a mirror, you begin to see patterns in your behavior, your beliefs, and your emotions, and that is where transformation begins. Try this prompt. 2. Practice mindfulness. Be present with yourself. Mindfulness means being present in the moment without judgment. It's about turning into your body, your breath, and your thoughts as they happen. Even just 5 minutes of stillness can help you notice what emotions are sitting under the surface. What are you really thinking? How is your body reacting to stress or joy? Try deep breathing, body scans, mindful walking. It's not about being perfect, just present. Be present with yourself. 3. Ask for feedback. Sometimes we can't see ourselves clearly, but the people around us can. Asking someone you trust how they experience you can open your eyes to something you didn't know you were doing. This isn't criticism, it's about insight. Self awareness grows when we are brave enough to listen. Choose someone kind, honest, and ask questions like, what do you think are my strengths? Where do you think I can grow emotionally? Let others hold a mirror for you. 4. Identify your triggers. Emotional triggers are things that instantly stir reaction in you. Anger, fear, sadness, anxiety. They usually point something deeper inside, a wound, a fear, or a belief. When you know your triggers, you gain power over them. You stop reacting automatically and start responding thoughtfully. You can ask yourself, what situation made me feel angry or insecure? When did I start feeling this way? Naming your triggers help you own your emotions instead of being owned by them. Know what moves you. 5. The last one. Reflect before you react. Before you act, speak, or respond, pause. That pause gives you a moment to check in with yourself. When you pause, you start to ask, what am I feeling? Why am I about to react this way? Will this respond reflect my values? When you reflect before reacting, you protect your peace, your relationships, and your purpose. Even a 10 minutes pause can save you from regret and show the world your growth. Pause is power. Self awareness doesn't mean you will never make mistakes, it means you start learning from them. The more you practice these steps, the clearer your reflections becomes. You stop living from outside expectations and start living by your truth. Thank you for being here. If this message spoke to your heart, give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to Najat Speaker's Journey. Let's grow together because when you know yourself, no one can say otherwise. You were born to roar. Bye.